Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, February 1. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is calling for a joined-up government approach and coordination to boost Jamaica's resilience and disaster mitigation efforts. Mr. Holness says the creation of linkages among ministries such as tourism, health, security, education, and science and technology is necessary for growth.
Great effort has to be placed in ensuring that if we're going to be effective in managing crises, that these linkages, we're not trying to make the linkages when the disaster happens, but even before disaster happens, a part of that resilience is building the linkages.
The Prime Minister was speaking at Wednesday's launch of the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center in Montego Bay. The center will be housed at the University of the West Indies, Mona. As part of Jamaica's destination security strategy, Mr. Holness says work is being done to improve the state's cybersecurity capabilities. The Prime Minister says work is also being done to limit the threat of pandemics through collaborations with the Pan American Health Organization and the World Health Organization.
So that there is no need for anyone to avoid the region. So that means that we have to invest heavily in a proper public health response system and have proper protocols for quarantine and the like to ensure that no pandemics happen in this region.
At the same time, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett has called on his regional counterparts to deepen their relationships to build a stronger Caribbean industry. He says collaboration will propel the region's appeal and global competitiveness. 30 million tourists visited the region in 2018, and most Caribbean countries are highly dependent on the industry to drive economic growth.
If we understand the importance of the economic logic that says to collaborate is better than to compete. And so we are going to be working together as a team in the Caribbean to build the strength of tourism and to make tourism work for the people of this country.
The minister was speaking at the 26th World Travel Awards Caribbean and North America ceremony Monday night in St. James. Among the awards received by Jamaica is Caribbean's leading cruise ship destination and leading destination. The Jamaica Tourist Board was named the region's leading tourist board. The country, including several tourism and hospitality companies, emerged the big winner, copping 23 awards. Cabinet has approved the Closed Harbor Beach Park development. The 16-acre property in Montego Bay will be converted into a world-class, free-access, licensed public beach and multi-purpose park.
Cabinet approved the award of a contract by the UDC for the implementation of a closed harbor beach park development project in keeping with the endorsement of the NCC to M&M Construction Limited in a sum of $1,296,158,870.64.
During this week's post-cabinet press briefing, the information minister said the park would feature soft and hard landscaping, a jogging trail, outdoor amphitheater, multi-purpose courts, children's play area, food kiosks, boardwalk, and other amenities. There are also plans to widen the sidewalk and install new perimeter fencing along Gloucester Avenue and Howard Cook Boulevard. The renovation forms part of the UDC's Montego Bay redevelopment program and has been identified by the corporation as one of the sites with high potential to spur further development of the city. The public is now being engaged to vote for the People's Choice Award from the top 5 designs in the Houses of Parliament design competition. Exhibition of the prototype designs is now on display at the National Gallery in downtown Kingston. It follows the official launch on Tuesday by the Urban Development Corporation, UDC. The exhibition will run until February 28. Admission to the gallery is free for children and students with valid IDs. Adults pay $400 and seniors $200. UDC's Director of Corporate Communication, Lorna Clark, says this aspect of the competition is in keeping with instructions from the Prime Minister to facilitate public engagement on the choice of the proposed new Parliament's design.
The Prime Minister made it very clear that this is a national project. It's something that he wanted public participation in, and so this is what we are doing with the People's Choice Award exhibition.
Persons at home and in the diaspora can vote via 2 platforms: SMS text to 876-399-4 4774 or online at ourjaparliament.com for the duration of the exhibition. Construction of a new Parliament building forms part of the National Heroes Park Redevelopment and Government Campus project, as well as a master plan to redevelop downtown Kingston. And finally, the late former government minister Dwight Nelson has been hailed for positively impacting the lives of countless Jamaicans through his advocacy as a trade unionist. Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding, in whose cabinet Mr. Nelson served, described him as a visionary who assisted with the amendment of the Labor Relations and Industrial Disputes Act. Mr. Golding was speaking at the official funeral for Mr. Nelson, held at the Holy Trinity Cathedral in Kingston yesterday.
His mind and his instinct, his passion, were umbilically tied to the workers' cause. Representing them was his calling.
Mr. Nelson began his career as a teacher after joining the trade union movement as a teenager. He would serve in various capacities at the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union and as vice chair of the Industrial Disputes Tribunal. In addition to his family, the service was attended by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips, as well as members of the Houses of Parliament, the Cabinet, and Diplomatic Corps. Dwight Nelson died on December 24, 2018, at the age of 72. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.